How's it going, everybody? This is Souls44, and welcome back to another episode of ATM10. And today we are finishing up with the Dark Tank and automating just dire things. As far as I'm concerned, it's automated all the way. It's not super fast, but it does work, and there are ways of speeding it up, but I don't really care. We're also going to address a couple of issues that I had with it, and that's with the mod, not just with it, but with the mod. Um, I'll explain as I go here. So, one of the key issues that you might run into is the sensor, right? The sensor for just dire things is missing something. And I can show that to you. The best way I can show that to you is by this example here. This sensor right here, advanced sensor, which is supposed to be the best, right? Like that's the best that you can get. It's expensive to make, fairly expensive to make, requiring diamonds, ender eyes, a simple sensor, all this stuff, but it doesn't check NBT data. So it's dire. If ever anyone can get a hold of him, let him know, like, that's like the point of a sensor is to check NBT data. And you can tell here it shows 16,000 millibuckets, and it's going to deny that. So it doesn't work. But this is a extra large tank with 37,000 millibuckets, like a whole lot more millibuckets than this one, right? I've added them together. I've already completed a few tanks. You click allow, and look at that, it turns on, right? Pretty wicked. However, the breaker has compare MBT data. Pretty cool. But this one, it says 16,000. So once one of these buckets here reaches 16K, or once these tanks reach 16K, it should turn on. This don't care, though. No matter what I put in front of it, it's gonna sense it. So let's break this tank. And look, it placed a new tank. So the placer works good. You gotta wait for the shadow goo to do its thing. All right, so there's one bucket, and it's already on. So it shouldn't be on. It's not checking NBT data, and to me that's an oopsie. That's a dire derp. Don't get me wrong, I like the system. I love it. I mean, this is incredible. The ranging, the ability to move stuff and swap things at range, or place blocks at range, huge advantage for a lot of the well, for this mod pack especially. Am I filling? Oh, it's empty. Okay, that's wrong. Oh, it's because I'm out of this one. The same thing goes for these sensors here. That's the issue that I have with these sensors. These sensors aren't detecting the shadow goo's NBT data. If it did, it could tell that, hey, there's a difference between the void shimmer goo when it's been activated and the void shimmer goo when it's deactivated. Because there is no detection of NBT data, the advanced sensor kind of sucks for its own mod in that manner for this use. And this is the most logical way I could think of to do this. Now, yes, I could tell this to not break things and be more accurate because it will compare NBT data, but I don't. The sensor, the thing that senses things, is bad. And every once in a while you'll hear a skull get used and a ender pearl get used, even though it's not needed. And that's because this is giving off a strong signal to tell this to activate. I'm going to set it to pulse and high, or weak signal. It doesn't matter. And I have it waiting a really long time too. This is still good. So let's speed this up. That's the one that's missing. I knew I had a missing one. Let's go ahead and get the goo made, the basic one, and see if I can break it and place it fast enough. Where's the placer? Let's turn the placer off. And there. Now let's turn it back on. There you go. That one's about to break. Can't speed up the middle one. Too hard to get to. But it's being used because the clicker is working at range, which I like I said, I absolutely love it. So you get to see the process as it goes. As it gets enough of these items, the coal, basically the different types of coal that he had created, the priority is on the fluids. The secondary is on this. What I mean by that is I'm having the speed upgrades for the export are on these, and the normal speed is on this. So it's going to work pretty much the same. It's just the faster this goes, the better. See now, look, it's not going to work. I'm hoping that the pulse set it to high. There, well, it worked. If I just leave it on high, I'll just leave it on high. The timing on it's got to be set just right. I don't know what that is. So far, so good, whatever. As long as it runs, I'm not too concerned. I can't clear this sensor. So, mission accomplished for the tank. And I have it set up with this big tank right here because, well, when this reaches 16 buckets, it should break. Since this is always on, which is pointless, I just want to see if it's going to do it so I can say that I automated it completely. I did find out something screwed up or messed up. And that is I accidentally grabbed some buckets. I didn't know it would pull it in out of the router, but it does. Yeah. And I couldn't export it. I tried to export it out and it wouldn't let me. So let me break this. And then we're going to go to import. And then you have to tell it to not do fluids because apparently if you put a tank in here, it will chemicals. So just items only. I didn't know it would do that. And so I put a tank in here to see if it would pull it in, and it's just sucked the fluid out. Yeah, see, look, it didn't even work. It's got a high signal. It's got the same exact tank, but it's got compare MBT data. It won't break it. It's just cycling through now, getting picked up and dropped off. So you can't really make it work that way. Not with the breaker and the sensor. I don't know how to measure the tank fullness. There might be one for RF tools. I could do it with integrated dynamics if you guys really want me to do it. I just don't feel like playing around with it right now, especially now that I've got all these buckets of this extremely powerful fuel. It is a lot more than what I expected for time wise. I believe it's I believe it's like extremely high in power and like burn time, but I'm not too sure. I know this has got yeah two something million energy units, 2.592 energy units. I'm assuming that this has got similar burning time to it, the fuel. I don't know how to measure that, but yeah, everything seems to be working just fine, and it fills it up. So yeah, without further ado, let's make the one more part. Oh yeah, and when I load it back in, look at this. All my stuff came back. I don't know if that was just me making a mistake, but I think that's the Philosopher's Fuel. Yeah. So Philosopher's Fuel. Wait, what? Okay. Verified. Last episode, I did have that generator. So something happened there, but there we go. So now we have the Philosopher's Fuel done. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right. So last one is going to be repressurized. We got to make this aerial interface. All that's going to be is just making some pipes. So we can now take and take this off, this off, this off, this off, and this off. Now it's just these right here. Mostly this pipe right here. Hmm. This is also a good opportunity for me to be able to let's go ahead and fill that up. Oh wow, okay. We'll just put that tank in there. Oh, I messed up big time, didn't I? That's okay. It's not gonna hurt nothing. We have a tank now. It's just gonna sit in there. It's not full. There's 5 that are full. There's 2. How do I have 2? Yeah, I don't think that the system did that on purpose, but I'm not sure what the heck. Did I dupe some stuff on accident? Is that what just happened? Empty, empty, empty. Oh, I see. When I broke it, it was, yeah, there. And it was in the middle of filling. So now we have empty tanks. Those will go in the grid, and those will get placed as they fill. It's the vacuum that's picking them up. I can always use this big tank for something else, I guess. All right, cool. So let's get the repressurize going. Um, do I want to do that here? No, I want to do those. I want to see what happens when I do that stuff in the fission room where the heat's high to see if that actually has an effect. So let's check that out. The fission reactor should be in here. 309.38, and that's just an ambient temperature. So at repressurized, okay, we're going to want to make, first thing it's a pressure chamber. We're going to want to, what is that thing called? There we go, chamber. I love how it doesn't have anything, so let's manually make. That's actually wrong. I should have a lot of these things already. Oh no. I did have a lot of those. Oh, well, that's fun. That's super fun. So it looks like that got voided as well. How it's happening, I don't know. I just know for sure I had a bunch of those walls already made. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm going to have to create patterns. Does anybody know how to use this thing? It's peripherals mod. I've not. I've never seen some of these. Block reader. Huh. Read NBT data of blocks, interact with blocks which do not have computer support. That is fantastic. That means I could use that if I knew how to use the mod to read those tanks. Better sensors than what Dyer has on his sensor. That's for sure. Integrated dynamics is the way to go though. So at, how do I spell it? Neum. Okay. Let's see some of the things we picked up along the way that it didn't void out. I know we're going to need air compressors. I don't need any agitators. It looks like I got some more micro missiles. We've got to do, what are those called? Chamber wall. Yeah, so let's go chamber wall. And we're going to need to make, okay. Good God. Bricks to tile the chamber wall. No, there's something wrong with my, there we go. Something's funky here. All right, so it uses the bricks. The bricks are made from reinforced tile. Do I have to do tile then? No, it's reinforced stone. Yeah, I don't like this already. Looks like it's gonna be a pain. Plus, I'm out of pattern space. Almost. Like, I think I'm going back in time all the way to, yeah, let's go all the way back down to the assemblers. Yeah, look at that. I got room for one more pattern. Can I make a chamber wall now? That's all I want to know. Will it let me? What am I going to be missing? The bricks. So what exactly is it that oh, stone to bricks. That's the trick. Okay. Brick pillar. See, these look so similar that I can't. It's just a very different look on the top there. If you look on the top, you can see a cross section. That is super hard to see. Wow, I am. Look, like this one is separated for some reason. Some reason or another, it's separated these pattern providers. That means I've probably got a pattern provider that's facing the wrong way or something. These are molecular assemblers though, so that's safe. Oh, look at that. We got 6 spaces left. That might be enough for me to finish this up here. Okay, so chamber. Yeah, I know. I'm making 100 of them just so that I can get it done. I want to see if this is going to cause heat. Mm, I'm just going to do a 5 by 5. Fly, doggone it. Wow, okay, it can reach there, but it couldn't reach there. Now, one of the things that I learned that I don't like for repressurized is the way that the inputs and outputs work. They seem to be a little funky. I'll show you what I mean by that. Like these right here, these interfaces. Um, Here's what I mean. So you would think that you can choose the direction that these go, but you've got to actually go inside and place it so that they face different directions. So that's something that I learned from playing in a different pack here. What else do I need to do? Just cover up the rest. My running speed is off the charts, so I gotta be careful. I can probably do, I don't know if the glass is better. What's the difference? So glass is the same as this. The chamber wall is this without the glass. So why bother? I guess to see inside, I can do that. Yeah, let's do that so I can see inside. Let's see. We want to be able to look inside from this angle. And then need valves. So that steam can get in and out. I think I already got tubes. So in. I don't want to have the pipes get in the way. We're gonna go. Well, let's just leave it that way. I can put a pressure check on there. So there's your tank, your pressure chamber. You see that this opens up. Wait, what am I doing? Now I just want to see if I can get heat and cool. So what do I have for Pneumaticraft at EM? I don't. I try to avoid this mod. I believe Sproblin actually was working on it, and I might be able to utilize some of the stuff that he did. Can I tell temperature with the Vortex tube? Yeah, I got an Amidron tablet and everything. So I want to see if I activate this, what happens. Nothing. What about All we really need is this thing, the aerial interface. So all we're missing is the tube. So what do we got to do to get this thing here? Go ahead and list those out. Controller, drill. Do I need all those? It needs an assembly platform, which just needs a PCB deal. This can be done differently. Where is it at? Okay, we're gonna probably manually do this stuff. I'm pretty sure I can type myself into a few of those items. Let's check. We want, there it is, safety valve. There, that way I never need those anymore. And that's so weird looking, but there. And I don't know if these share or not. Let's check it out. We have got tons of coal. Now we got tons of primal coal. We're gonna turn that sound off. That way you guys don't have to hear it. Oh yeah, so it does have to touch some other kind of pipe. Thought for sure it would work, but you know. Hmm. It'd be a pain. Why is it being a pain? Can I wrench it? What kind of wrench do you think? Yeta wrench? I always go with the Yeta wrench for some reason. It works. I was right. What a guess. Okay, so let's just go ahead and pump this thing full of air to get the basics going. Let's see. We'll use up some of the stuff we don't need. I'm not using that, of course. Coal coke. Yeah, that works. And we'll just gotta remember that this is the front. Oh, that's cool. It creaks. Exporting crafted. That's perfect. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to get some steam. Oh, it kicked out. Oh, it blew up. Well, crap. Looks like I need to make some more safety gauges. Those can be made into these, right? So do this. Oh, that's excellent that you can do that. But I need two of these. This should automatically vent. When it overfills. Oh, it blew up the other way. What is this called? Compressor? Let's just make an electric compressor. Can I do that? Lightning strikes. That sounds awesome, but no. There we go. That requires the advanced tube. So it looks like I'm stuck with this regular cold generation. Well, that one's way advanced. So air compressor is, oh, there. So now I can speed it up, hopefully. A little worried. All right, so let's get ready while it's doing that thing. We're trying to make the PCB boards. I believe that's these. These. We'll need an etching tank, so let's go ahead and make those. Um, that way I don't have to worry about that anymore. And we're going to go with an etching tank. Okay, so to make those, we need, I hope it allows plastic of any kind. What does it need to make them? 1.5. Okay, so we need, yeah, there we go. So we need redstone torches, gold nuggets, plastic. Yeah, I made a lot of those on accident, but all right. Did it say copper nuggets? Yep, it's copper nuggets and then plastic. I gotta check something. I'll be right back here. All right, cool. So how many pieces of it? Is it one each? Please tell me I can use that. I don't have to use that weird plastic. It's not going to substitute that. Okay, it will. No, it won't. Oh, man. Oh, I have some quest rewards, I bet. That might work. Yeah, let's go ahead and cook those down. That means I gotta be really careful. We'll go me? I can't remember which way's out. Yep, I guess 12. We'll just run around to the backside in this ugly setup. In theory, this should cook down. There's my 8 plastic. All right, so okay, we're almost there. Just in case that the other plastic doesn't work, this one should, this type of plastic should work. So it's 2, 3. Oh, it is gold. Oh, it looks like it takes more than that. So it takes copper or gold. So it's 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Why won't it? Oh, is this the input? Why can't? Oh, that's right. One of the issues that I had with this thing. Let's see if I can make it there. Now, 2, 3, 1. And then let's hurry that up. Now we just gotta give this a little bit of push. Meantime, let's do the etching tank. I knew it was gonna be a quest. How did I know? Make 100 of those. I think I can get away with only one etching tank. All right, here's my etching tank. Should have been a quest reward, I would have thought. When this reaches the proper pressure, it should spit out my first piece. Now, what do I gotta do for this? Fill this etching with acid and insert empty PCV, which have been exposed in a UV light. Etching acid. How do I make etching acid? Molten plastic. Now, molten plastic I can do pretty easily. I think molten plastic is universal, right? Please tell me it is. How do I do molten plastic? Carbon, which is coal, and LPG. Otherwise, you have to melt this down. Don't. Hmm. Hmm. When I type in plastic, it should come up. You're like, how do I not? How can I make plastic if I don't? Oh, I see. I see. So that's wrong. Let me check. I think I might have messed up and made my tank empty. No, that's over here. Latex does not count as molten plastic. Yeah. Right. So if I type in latex, I should have some. Yeah, there it is. But can it function like, it can't. Bummer. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do the whole process. What is this? Dark stone. Let's do the there. Well, that's weird. But okay. There. It's picking it up faster than I can. There. All right. Well, I could melt some of this down. How much do you think you get per each sheet? One bucket per. Well, I guess we can go out there and do that. Oh, okay, it's just slow because it's lava. I was kind of concerned. All right, so molten plastic. Then what? What do we do with it? That's how we get the reinforced ones. Hmm. Looks like I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of. What was that? Logistics active provider frame. What in the hell is that for? I hate to say it like that, guys, but I've never even thought of using that. I know how to do the basics. That's it. Uh, why did I want to make liquid plastic? I want to make the etching thing, which is acid. So the acid, etching acid, is a bucket of molten plastic. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'll just take a bucket and see if I can put it there and fill it. Will that work? Let's grab two. Let's hurry that up. All right, so we'll have two buckets. Hopefully that's enough to get us going. Make it a little faster getting back and forth like that. And there it is. Oh yeah, I gotta have a. Let's just do a pipe. We'll just do item pipe. You can't grab it. I tried. And then we'll just do a chest. It'd be nice if I could just do this. Will it? Heck yeah. So I don't even have to item pipe. So there's our empty PCB. Put in a UV light box. So let's get a UV light box. Great. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know why I even went through with it. I went through with it even though I didn't need it. I was like, yeah, of course I want the pattern. Okay. Need a PCB blueprint. You guys are gonna make me make all this crazy stuff. Okay. I have this. How does this work? I can't remember. Do I have to go through and make the drone? Because I have the Amazon. I got it as a quest reward at one point. Right click in inventory to allow it to provide items to vendor. Okay, but I have to charge it. So let's get a charging station. I Stole a few charging stations from a village a while ago, so I knew that was going to work. All right. You go a little faster, and that's it, right? Okay, so now let's get some emeralds. It's like a auto trader. We can put this away, this away, this away, this away. I want to keep the plastic in most of the pipes. These are just pipes that I found running around. I'll probably have to make another pressure chamber, so. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get some of the stuff we want. There it is. Oh, that's kind of cool. Your order has been capped. All more. Wait, what? Will that do it? There we go. So right click it with. Okay, I get it. So this will hold your trade items both directions. Okay. So let's get one place order, and a drone should appear out of nowhere and just come in here and yeah, I hope. What else can we get for this thing? Let's charge it up a little bit more just in case. This is a quick, fast, and a hurry way to do this. I know this is not like the best way to go, but oh, that's cool. You can upgrade it. Well, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to. So what now? It says no problems. It's cool that you can do all these trading and stuff. I should have thought about that a long time ago, I guess. How does this work? Do I have to make a drone? If I have to make a drone in order for this to work, I'm in trouble. Like I'm not gonna be able to do it today because it's something I have to set up. It's gonna take me a long time. Oh, guard drone, logistics drone. I could have swore. No, you can't. They are used to order items and fluids similar. Yeah, I got that. Delivered by drone. Pickup and done specified by right-clicking an inventory and/or tank with a tablet. Does it have to be in the overworld? Is that the issue? This is ugly. Huh. I bet, yeah, I have to be in the overworld. All right. Well, that's going to ruin this whole entire idea of building it here. I want to go outside with it. Actually, you know what? I got a good idea. Mailbox. Vengeful spirits. What else could I do? Might as well order that too. Mm, And it's shift right clicking, by the way, to turn to do this. All right, fine. There it is. So it doesn't work with the light blue post box. Or maybe it does. There it is. Let's see if we can get this ordered. It doesn't even require any pressure, really. Sweet. Well, all right. Well, let's place this in a good spot, and we'll just use this as my ordering system. I guess it has to be in the overworld, and it has to be in. We'll just put it right there. Can I order it? Oh, I'm out of pressure. Anyway, got done what I wanted to do. That's very frustrating, though, because now I'm going to have to. Let's see here. There's our UV light box. Hmm. So I guess you can blast the screw ups. Oh, that's right. The it's sided. you have to put it where pressure is flowing into it. Yeah, this is gonna be the down and dirty ugliest setup ever. Just put those away. Oof. There it goes. Right, let's go. You saw the glitch? I had 3 for just a second. All right, once this finishes, I'm gonna pull this out, and then I'm gonna make the acid. I spell it correctly. It is 2 gunpowder, 2 rotten flesh, and 2 eyes. Gunpowder. I'm gonna make 2 buckets. And so boom, 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 in one of those. All right. And there's my acid. So we'll go ahead and do that again. Now we just throw it in the acid. Is that how that works? We put it inside the etching tank, which we have right here. Does that require? Can optionally be heated above 50 degrees for progressively faster etching, but etching acid will be slowly used when heated. Failed is top and bottom, and good is okay. Risky business, this thing. There, I just right click it. All right, I don't want to heat it up. I just want to hurry it up. I don't want to use up the acid. That's the biggest thing. I'm pretty sure I can make tons of these. What were these? No, I can't even make tons of those. Please don't fail. Sweet. This one is almost done. I guess if it's at 100%, it's not going to fail. Can you finish already? Okay. So now that I have that, I need to make it finished. There. Okay, now what do I need to do? Oh, I'm going to need one for each of the different parts. I don't want to waste it. Oh, look though, it substitutes plastic. That's actually really good. But I want to know if I can melt the plastic down inside the... It doesn't show that it can, but wouldn't that be just the best ever? No, it turned blue immediately. That stinks. Well, oh well. At least this works. At least it subs on the crafting parts, you know? Can't get too upset about it. All right, now we need to get the input-output one. That means I'm going to need to make more of the PCBs, which is the problem. Let's make some more. Uh, one? Is that right? 2, 3, 1. Nice. And hopefully I don't need any more acid. This is working out really well, honestly. Way faster than I was expecting. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I need to find out how to get more of this plastic. This specific plastic. Ah, heating frame. Oh, that's cooling. I have to make the distillation tower and all that stuff, aren't I? Yeah, it's gonna make me do this. Thermal whatever. All right. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. The trades will change on this thing if I remember right. So let's go out the right door. Let's go ahead and fill it full of emeralds. I think I can do a tank also for yeah, so I can order LPG. No, maybe. Oh, I don't even know what the heck that is. What is this? Peripheral casing. Oh, kiss my butt. Can the lubricant become anything? Assembly program laser. Assembly program drill. I need the assembly program parts. Right? Or drill and laser. I guess. Go ahead and order one of each. Oh crap, wait. I don't want to waste it. I have the laser. Okay, so I can combine it together with the drill. So that's good to know. Okay. So I don't need that one. I do need that. And I could get more emeralds. That's actually a really neat little system. Oh no, it can't reach it. How do I move it? Can I move it? Well, I want to know, is there a way of capturing this thing? And it got caught up on the door, on the trap door, so it gave up. Jeez, gonna have to be picky about everything. Oh, they just dropped off all the stuff on the ground. Like, I'm done. That's sad. All right, well, I better keep it where it's at now, so that way it can. It'll just have to go here. What else can I order? Anything? Anything good? I mean, it's nice that you can order these blueprints. Too late now, but I think it's this one, crude oil. That's probably going to be the good one. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm going to need on a tank. In the meantime, I got some of the stuff started. But it's taking a long time. Yeah, we're not waiting forever. I'm out of time already. I know it. Oh, that was nice. Real fast. I did all four at once. Okay. Well, it sure would be nice if I could use the heat that comes from this to do all this processing, but since it's not going to let me, I'll just stay close here. Assembly platform. I don't know how to set this up. I haven't done this in so long. I think that should be enough of those, though. What gives you heat in this one? I wonder. I got all of those from chests and stuff from villages, and then also from just traveling around. So you don't have to make those. Don't. All right, here's the controller. Well, that requires three of those. So does that just like go right there? And there's the laser and the drill. I just put that in here. How's it work? All right, well, let's make the laser. See, the same thing goes for these canisters. I got them from. There's the assembly drill. There's the assembly laser. Oh, this last one, input output. Let's try that one. This one's import. Do I need one of each? Oh man. Let's say import here. All right, hold on. If I was to bet, it would be import. No, it would be platform, import. Does work, it does work, output, controller. And this one requires let's see how. So okay, let's just set this up over here. We're gonna go here. Cool. Here. Import. Laser. Drill. Export. And I just need to get one more of these. You're out of time. Yeah, we're over time. Dang it. We're working our way. Hurry up. At least I don't run out of acid. That means I just make one and I'm good. That's a big, 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 big deal. Make this. Okay, so then that's all the stuffs. It needs 3.5 pressure. What's the max pressure on these things? I don't want to put any more pressure on it than it has to. I might have to make the extra tube. Reinforced. Ah, son of a gun. No, no, these should be able to do it. Yeah. Huh. So go ahead and buff them all up, right? I hope I don't blow this thing up. All right. Insert an assembly program. Eh? Okay, now how do I use it? Pressure chamber, so it is to this. What do I do? Put my here? I gotta do one of those, what do they call it? The hoppers? I don't know. How do I use it? Oh, dang it, drop past pressure. Guess I need to make another pressure. What the heck am I doing here? I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna read up on how this functions because I don't know for sure how to make the assembly thing. But I think that's enough work for today. I hope you all appreciate the me making the Philosopher's Fuel and all that stuff on camera. It was a pain in the butt, but I got it done. This is not as bad. It's just I'm trying to rush, and that's making it things dangerous. Because the more I use that time wand on stuff, the more chances are I think goes completely and I lose it. So take care. Bye bye.